How to make it easier and harder for yourself so that you get the fat loss results that you want. What do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is setting up your environment in a way that makes it more conducive for you to succeed in getting your fat loss results. Our environment does play a part of a role as to whether or not we will get certain results in our life. And so we want to make it easy for us to get the fat loss results by making the habits and the easier to do. And we want to make it harder for us to engage in the habits that make it harder for us to lose body fat. So yeah, an example of this would be for me, we basically don't keep any junk food in the house. Or empty calorie food in the house at all. And the reason is because the more food and junk food that you have in the house, the more likely you are to engage in eating it. And the reason is because it's easier. The easier you make a habit to do, the more likely you are to do it. That goes for both good and bad habits. So we really need to set up our environment for success. So that's one way. Another way that we set our house up is to make it easier for ourselves to do the habits that are good for us. And so, making sure that we have fruits and veggies in the house all the time, making sure that we have healthy food in the house. Now, this kind of seems obvious, but if your pantry is full of junk food, you're going to much more likely eat those foods because you have to use more willpower. And the truth is, we actually only have a limited amount of willpower, which means that if you make it harder and harder for yourself to engage in the positive habits, it's going to make it, you're going to start losing willpower, and then eventually you're going to run out of discipline and you're going to start engaging in the habits that you don't want to be engaging in. So it's very, very important to set yourself up for success. So now, if you have no junk food in the house, it means that you have to get in your car, go for a drive, and go get that food, and come back, and then and then you engage in eating that food, and so it reduces the likelihood that you're going to eat those foods. Another way of doing this is when you go food shopping. A great rule that I love is and this doesn't 100%